Hey, what's up with it? This is the Jay LNA show. I am the Jay in LNA.
And I am the Rhino Mite of the Sun.
And we got Mike B on the phone.
On the phone, man. In the field.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, what's up with it, man?
What's up with it, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. With the 1 2 1 2.
That's what's up, man. In the field, man. Doing the dang thing. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hopefully the same for you guys and everybody tuning in.
Yeah, shout out to Queen, man. I don't know if she's sick, whatever.
I think she had to. She went to a show or something.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean,
she did, man. Shout out to Queen, man. She just did a show at Texas Live. I think she did one at Odyssey not too long ago. I said this a week or two ago. She gonna be like the James Brown, female James Brown of comedy, though. She's hard working, so she gonna do what she do.
She doing her thing. Getting the grind on and networking. That's what you're supposed to do in this business.
Yeah, and then some people, we just got to bury the hatchet with some people. Whatever beef or problem we had, we need to clean it up. Like in the comedy aspect, I got to put my pride aside and just go with it. Whether they mess with me or not, I'm still gonna rock with them and do my thing. But
bet that.
So you dig.
I dig what you're saying, bro.
Because I was at the Improv Tuesday night and
you almost got into a fight, wouldn't you?
Nah. It's people that was talking to me that didn't have a word to say to me before.
Oh man.
So with growth, it comes change. Change comes however you say it.
I mean, you growing up.
Yeah. So instead of me going at them the way I wanted to, oh man, you don't rock with this, that, and the other, but it didn't hang out with Derek Jack a lot. Shout out to Derek Jack, man.
Man, shout out to Derek Jack.
Yeah.
Play one of the clues bombs for Derek Jack.
Yeah, but
we ain't got no bombs, but whatever.
Been hanging with him since I've been at the Improv, soaking up the game, soaking up everything. I'm the biggest sponge in the Improv. I don't care if he ain't talking to me. I'm listening still.
Man.
Shout
out to I won Mike. We got one watching on YouTube Live. Appreciate you. If you want to call in, call in. Well, you can't call in right now, but y'all send a text message if you want to holler at us.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to the YouTube viewers. Definitely.
But a lot's been going on in the news lately. I'm sure everybody know about the sad case of
the untimely demise.
Right, of Nipsey Hussle. I mean, he was just coming up in his music game for the last about 4 or 5 years or so. This last album he came out with, got some Grammy buzz. He lost to
Cardi B.
But
pretty much
I like that album though. I mean, he had some nice songs on that album. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, I've been rocking with him for about 10 years since Bullets.
Since the mixtape was out.
Yeah, Bullets don't have no name.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he been out since he been hot really since the early 2000s. I mean, if you mean mainstream, yeah, I guess you can count the Victory Lap, but he been hot for a while. The people who listen to that music, especially on that coast, he's been a lot. He was a lot bigger on the West Coast than maybe on other coasts.
I tend to. That's where you're wrong.
Well, I mean, I'm saying then in the early 2000s, he was a lot bigger on the West Coast. Now he's more known, the notoriety is there. Obviously, he's a Grammy nominee, but in the early 2000s, he was more of an underground West Coast rapper, to my recollection. I mean,
you're wrong again because he's been all over. He got songs with Trey. He got songs with.
He ain't been all over.
He got songs with Trey, Davies, Snoop Dogg, Slim Thug, Zero, Rick Ross, P Diddy. It's he been bigger. It's since about 2010.
Yeah.
And he came out in 2008. Now 2008, he probably was just on the West Coast, but that 2 year time span. Oh no.
And I mean, you saying he came out 2008, but just like with any artist, I mean, like that's maybe more so of a thing of note far as his music that probably wasn't, his own or maybe whatnot, but I'm pretty sure he was already making music before 2008, but I could be wrong.
But he signed to, you wrong. It ain't no you can tell me about the man.
He signed to Atlantic.
He was signed with Epic at first.
Yeah.
And then Sony, it did work. He talked his way out of there, so he went independent.
So you think he didn't start making music till you got signed?
You ain't listening.
I'm
telling you, he was bigger than on through the United States than what you are saying.
I'm not saying that. I think you're saying something that I'm not saying.
No, I'm not.
Because I'm not discounting how big he is at all.
You say what?
And
now?
not to say that I'm the number one fan, because I'm not. But I'm not saying I didn't never even say he wasn't worldwide known. I just said in the earlier 2000s he wasn't as known as he was known as he's known now, which I think is kind of obvious. But hey, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
We have our guest. Our guest host is in the house.
Call Vic, so you can turn the camera.
Huh?
Call Vic so you can turn the camera.
I can turn it.
He's a big boy. That's when you get that money.
Ronnie B. Raw is in the house, y'all.
What?
Our guest host. She's filling in for Queen tonight.
I'm so much more than a guest host.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
You
a
family.
admirer, I'm a fan. I'm family.
That's right.
Man.
You like family, man. You know. So
If
make
that's-
yourself right at home. You want
that's
to
the
kick off
case-
your shoes, long as your toe,
What? I
your
don't
feet
even
don't
got
smell.
no deodorant. I don't even got no deodorant, no nothing. I'm ready to be family.
Oh man.
I did. I'm sorry for being late. When you having one of those good dreams.
Not that one, man. That one.
I know. Well, I took a shower. I'm good. Look at there. We have to have silence while y'all moving the cameras. We can't.
Nah.
You on the air?
I know.
He don't know what he doing.
I know. Well, hey. You don't tell one of them OGs that he don't know what he doing.
Oh man.
Look, he just doing it his way. Right now, an OG.
Yeah. Old G. Yeah.
No, that's what you need. One of those.
Yeah.
Might be.
Don't get it twisted.
I'm here.
I ain't that old.
Hey, Mike, I didn't know you were here. Look.
Hey, what's going on?
I know we got the spirit.
Yeah.
You need me to talk?
There you go.
You gonna cut me off?
Yeah, but back to this, man. The Nipsey Hussle thing. He was killed by a dude that he knew. They was from people at first they try to say the conspiracy theorist thing, but hey, if it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. But the dude is caught. He ran to the mental hospital. He was trying to check himself in.
It wasn't no conspiracy theory. It never was conspiracy theory.
But just the thing, my thing is with that is, if somebody calling me a snitch or whatever, whatever, however it played out, I'm not finna go around the corner and get no gun. You gonna catch that fade right then and there. I'm not leaving until we fight.
Right. I mean, it probably didn't even have to come to that. I mean, the problem was the guy was just jealous because Nipsey didn't want to, rock with him no more because he was on some different stuff, and that happens. So, I mean, that's all. I mean, on certain kind of terms like that, you can't control somebody else's feelings, especially if the dude is already off.
Yeah, but to kill a man, to shoot a man 6 times and then kick him in his head, man, you just.
Yeah, that was bogus, man. I mean, they had been childhood friends, or I don't know if they're childhood friends, but Nipsey knew him.
Yeah, he knew him.
But I don't know if it's it was just too far removed from their friendship or whatever. I mean, I never let a situation get that bad. You know, if you don't want to rock with me, cool. You ain't got, it's all good.
Yeah,
just don't shoot me.
Yeah.
just let it be known. Just it is what it is.
You took a man from his family. His girl, I don't know if they was married or not.
Yeah, they were married. They got married not too long ago, I think. Recently. They said his wife.
Yeah, I just think that's bold enough just to take somebody's life over some words, man. It just.
What you think, Ronnie?
Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
No, I mean the whole thing. Ever since it happened, I'm going to tell you that I didn't know so much of him because not a big rap fan. But after he passed away,
I forgot about that.
No, you don't have to forget about it. But
country.
I'm all about change, and one of the things that since the day he died, the feed came on. I did my country, whatever. We got rap and country, but I've been doing my research, and it was kind of funny that you asked me because I had been following the story ever since. So, and another thing, I used to live in California, so my cousin lives about a mile or so from it. So I got to visit, and I do know where that strip is in California.
And he owned that strip too.
Right. Well, I do believe on some of the leasing. So some of the things that he had bought it, I think he was still leasing some of it.
Okay.
Nah, but he did buy the stove where old boy took out the chairs so that couldn't nobody kick it and eat at the restaurant. He, like you said, now he paid me rent.
But no, it's about change, though. The legacy, everybody was telling that they're going to keep doing it.
I mean, there was
I wouldn't say it was a little bit of a riot right after he died because a lot of people got stabbed and beat up at that scene still. So they
had the vigil, however you say it.
The visual, yeah.
But some ignorant fools came through there tripping.
Well,
telling certain cats on 6-0, you ain't supposed to be here. You can't be here. You didn't rock. You can't tell nobody. Come on, man.
But you can't find any negative stuff about him. There's nothing out there that said anything negative about him.
I mean, everybody did love the dude, but I mean, he used to be a hustler on the street. He did his thing.
It's like Baron Davis said last night, man, on TNT. He say, because we all grew up in the Tupac era. Tupac talked about the change and everything he wanted to do for the hood. Nip made the change, and he did everything that he said he was going to do for the hood.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel sorry for everything, though. I do. I have some feelings about it.
Oh, yeah. Go on there, let him out.
No, I'm just saying that, when, Lauren, she got on her Instagram, was talking about, I lost my protector, anything. No, unexpectedly, death is always the worst. Just imagine you waking up with somebody, and plus his dream's not finished. But he has a lot of family and support that should. His brother was involved. He pulled a lot of family in, so there's no reason why they can't continue it.
Yeah, I think they will.
Mike?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
What you do, put the phone down?
No, he fell asleep. It was me. It was that country
I was just, I'm in the field, man. I'm doing field work, so watch out now.
News reporter out there.
Yeah.
Are you on Crenshaw right now?
I'm hands-on. I'm hands-on in the field. Man, I got a lot to say about it. I know we got a little bit of time. I know we probably got a commercial break coming up. I want to say something about negative and positive energies, man, and how they kind of offset each other. I think we all kind of know how that works, but I think that he had a really great positive energy. I didn't know the guy personally, obviously. And I really didn't listen to his music on a day-to-day basis. Let's get that out there. I'm not his number one fan. I heard him on some features. I did hear some of Victory Lap, and I did like his music, but it's just not – I'm kind of stuck in my ways. I'm one of them guys. I would listen to Tupac before I listen to Nip, not saying it ain't from the same coast, whatever. It's not about me. I think so much positivity, unfortunately, brings around negative energy, man. And it's just – I don't know. It's weird to say. I hope – people can follow what I'm saying, but I think he was just such a positive light that unfortunately some people can't bear that light. Some people can't see you shining so strong and just not deal with it. I mean, I don't see I think Ronnie was saying, It's no negativity. It's nobody saying nothing bad about the dude. And even the guy who killed him, he said you was a snitch. I don't want you around the store. If that's to be believed, that's not even saying nothing wrong. I mean, that's like, I'm not a gangster or nothing, but that's typical. Even for me, if you snitching, bro, I don't want you around. That's not like how I get down.
And just don't kill me. Look at me, man. Like, just catch that fade. A little ass whooping ain't nothing, man.
Yeah, bro, I'm not going to look. Let me tell you something, too, bro. I ain't looking any type of situations, dude. Like, unless you trying to harm my family or, you know, do definitely harm, mortally injure me, I'm not trying to kill nobody, dude. That's so senseless, man. And all that, I think you were saying it, Jay, all that conspiracy theory stuff, man. I mean, dude, even if it is or if it ain't, at the end of the day, it's a father gone, it's a son gone, a husband gone. That's the bigger issue here, man. So, yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was done. I was just saying, yeah, I feel strongly about it. I think it's sad.
And the worst thing TMZ could ever done, man, was put the shooting on the internet, man. They could have kept that to themselves. The whole camera angles and all that.
Yeah,
and now, you know, it's cats out there now that's, you know, I wanted to be a hacker when I was growing up. I never could because I never could figure it out. But you know, them hackers.
Had a computer, huh?
Nah, hell no, I ain't never had one. The hackers, they got into the system where they get the angles better and you get the close up on everything and all that, man.
It was gonna get out anyway.
Yeah,
it was gonna get out.
I mean, but it's some people been sharing it on Instagram, but it's kind of blurred out. But you can still see the silhouette of what's going on in the background.
It's a dude, a smooth booty,
moist booty.
But he got a call from the hacker. Somebody done hacked his phone.
Man, see, you know, that's how we do things up here. You know, we raw with it.
Hey.
Like, want to be raw.
Look at her. Look, that's his little dealer right there. Like, he got to go get it. You go on and get it.
All right, Mike. Jay had to take a phone call.
Look at it. He really got to go to the bathroom, but he's trying to play it off.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
Another thing I kind of wanted to point out, man, I'm not really all about the conspiracy theory part of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I did watch the video, and I'm not proud of it. I'm not. I think it's disgusting. I think the video was disgusting. I think what happened was disgusting.
Anything like that, and watch. It's not natural for us to see. Like, we're not. We haven't been into wars and all that kind of stuff. We're not used to. I mean, you used to seeing it on television, but not like real life, like in your face. Like for something like that to happen, and I couldn't watch it either.
That's becoming the norm now.
I know.
Like, that's coming. The TV. All you got to do is turn it on and wait, because that's all you have to do is wait to find out, and you're gonna see gruesome stuff now.
Yeah,
it's the norm.
America's coming to be like a third world country.
A video game.
I was going to say this, though. I don't agree with the conspiracy theory, but I do think I've never been there before, right? And I know a dude that has been there before, right? Just to visit the store. To my knowledge, the store is more secure than that. Far as video cameras go, it's more cameras around. Like,
he got a video camera on every angle.
Huh?
He got a video camera on down every corner of the store.
Oh, okay, because I guess the video, because I wasn't looking for it, and I wasn't looking for all angles, obviously. But I'm like, damn, this looks like a crazy angle. So from the angle, I couldn't. And then for another thing I wanted to bring up, he was shot, 6 times? Am I mistaken, or am I?
Nah, 6 times. 5 to the body, 1 to the head. Then when he was dead, he kicked him in the head.
That's where I was going, man. That is the most disgusting thing I've seen, dude. I'm almost 40 years old, and thank God I haven't seen a lot of disgusting things in my life, but that was truly mankind letting us down, dude. That was disgusting.
You done said and shot this man. You see what happened was, and I ain't making fun of the whole situation, nothing like that, but I'd have did like old boy that got shot. I'd have sit there and played dead.
Yeah,
because dude seen that he rolled over, he came back and shot him 4 more times. He seen them other 2 shots didn't do nothing. Nip had his hand up. He shot him 2 more times. And then he came over. He said, "Hell, I guess I just go in there and knock him off."
And maybe one of y'all can answer this for me, because, I mean, obviously, I ain't no killer. And I'm not accusing y'all of being neither. No, not at all.
You just did.
But my bad. But usually when you shoot people, like, do you shoot people and run away and come back and shoot them again and run away and come back? Like, I've never even heard of nothing like that.
That's
like, usually
evil.
when you shoot somebody, you hot.
Dang.
So you feel like you gotta go.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I wrong?
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, the dude. I mean, we already know the dude had some kind of mental.
Man, I'm not going for that no more.
I mean, you know.
I ain't going for that no more.
I mean, it is what it is. But you know,
I think it's hurting. Like, as far as I think, I was listening to the Breakfast Club the other day. It's like, you know, you got to realize, like, the pain that other people have went through. So it doesn't always have to be mental as you see, where it has to be categorized, but it could be hurt. You know,
Right,
the streets
yeah.
hurt you.
oh yeah. I mean, growing up the way some people grow up in the hood, you know, I mean, you go through things. It's a struggle.
Right.
And you don't think that'll have an effect on people? I mean, people barely paying their rent, you know, like barely making it from day to day.
I know.
It's
One parent, no parents, grandparents.
Yeah, it's a
everything.
lot. Then you got to deal with the street. You got to deal with people trying to kill you on the street. Then
Man,
you
look
got
here,
to deal
man.
with racism and all this other
And there's no
stuff.
title for that. There's no title. Nobody's calling that mental health.
Yeah.
I done basically been through the majority of that. And hell, I ain't went out there and tried to kill
We ain't
nobody
saying
yet.
you. Yeah.
But
we-
you've had some anger in you, have you not?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's the name of that.
And
Okay, how do you level that then? Because, like, when somebody piss you off when you fighting, sometimes the people black out. They don't think, and I'm not trying to make an excuse for him. But, I mean, when you have an anger in you sometimes and somebody triggers that shit, I mean, that stuff,
yeah.
that smut, you know, like, I don't know.
We want to welcome our guest in studio guest, Mr. Jorge.
What's up, everybody?
Jorge Cortez.
Sorry,
Man, I don't
I'm
know
late.
why I couldn't get the Cortez out, man. What's going on with me? I don't know.
You nailed the Jorge part, though.
I did,
People
right?
messed that one up. More often than not, yeah.
Jorge Cortez.
What's up?
What's going on, brother?
I'm just living life, man. Happy to be alive. What's up with you?
He
Man,
just
I'm
got off
glad to
stage.
see you doing-
No,
I'm glad to see
I
you
just
doing
ditched my
better,
spot.
man.
What's
Off
up?
that injury, was that an ankle injury?
Yeah, I ruptured my Achilles tendon, man. I had to get it surgically repaired.
oh man,
So,
Bro, I'm glad to see you doing better, man. You've
That
been
ended
one of the
Dominic Wilkins'
funniest
career.
cats since I met you, man. I'm glad to see you doing your thing back out there.
thank you very much.
Man, he be doing push-ups and all, showing out with his little.
Gotta keep hustling, man.
He ran over here,
oh,
jogged.
Ronnie say he ran over here. He be doing push-ups and doing all that kind of stuff on Instagram. While he got his cast on his foot. That's what's up.
give me some motivation
so-
now so I can work this out.
You can do it, bro.
So, hey, Jorge, we was talking about the Nipsey Hussle situation. Did you have anything? Did you want to chime in on that before we? I know we're
Man,
gonna shut that down. a little while.
I heard about what had happened, and it's kind of ironic that he was shot because he was trying to prevent gang violence. So,
Yeah.
it's kind of bizarre. But
Shit.
another artist dead. But I kind of looked into it a little bit because I didn't really know who Nipsey Hussle was before this had happened, to be honest. I listened to some of his songs, and then I'd heard that he was making a documentary about a doctor,
Dr. Sebi.
Dr. Sevi, and I thought that was interesting. So I feel like they killed Nipsey on some like real John Lennon type stuff, or like anybody, or like Martin Luther King, like anybody trying to kind of like waken the masses. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it was a conspiracy theory that when it first happened, that's what everybody was thinking before the footage came out and all that kind of stuff. But I knew it wasn't because of that. Because if it was because of that, Dr. Sebi has so many videos out there. It's Sebi.
I mean,
Sebi.
Nipsey Hussle has a platform, and he has like an audience that maybe Dr. Sevi couldn't reach.
I've been watching and following Dr. Sebi for
Sebi.
5 years.
We not finna continue to argue
So-
about this.
Whatever
Man.
y'all got going on today. Oh my
We not
God.
finna continue to argue about this.
I think
But
it's really
I
interesting.
would
not
have to
arguing.
say out of all the madness, you can't say that not people are aware, because you got to say that, like, even for myself, like if you wasn't a fan or you didn't know of him, now you do, because it's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah, and on that note, we'll go on a little break. Come back. We got Jorge Cortez, LaRonda Banks, and me, myself, and then we got
Michael
Yo,
Biles
G.
ain't right on Mike.
boy, he down, you didn't let me get it out, did you?
Nah, he
Oh,
wasn't.
he didn't wanna get
He
it
wasn't
out.
gonna say. He mad at me. He wasn't gonna say my name. I already know how he gonna do me. All right. With that said, we'll be right back.
What the hell, Jorge? I'm gonna see him twice in a week. I never see him this much. What the hell?
That's friends
Who?
now.
Oh yeah, y'all saw each other
I
yesterday.
know. What? Look, let me tell you. Let me tell you what I did to your chicken. I grilled it. I put the marination on the chicken and grilled. Oh, you
great.
talking about?
Too loud.
And then I had it for breakfast this morning.
was it too loud?
I don't high five. But
Okay. However you want to do it. However you want to do it.
Yeah, I have big hands.
I'm,
So when
No,
I'm
yeah,
talking
totally.
from the
I mean,
mic.
it's fine.
third grade, just stop high fiving just out of the blue.
such a
hater.
Fuck that.
It's okay. Whatever you're comfortable with.
You such a hater.
Yeah, I know it. I'll be that Mike.
Go to the bathroom. Check your
What up? What up?
your pampers.
Was that Mike on the air?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
what's up,
sir.
Mike?
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. It's been a minute.
Man, it has, man. Unfortunately, I ain't been able to hit the stages like I want to, man. But I've been able to hit the radio show, and I've been seeing you do your thing, man. I've definitely been admiring from afar. I'm glad you recovering and
I
hitting
heard
these
you been
stages
stripping
again,
on
bro.
stage.
Thank you very much, Michael.
I heard you been shaking that booty, Mike.
Oh yeah, I'm out here, what I'm saying, in the boondocks. I'm getting this country money. It's a whole nother, it's like EBT money.
It's,
I'm
it's
getting
so
50
dark they
cents
don't
on
even
the
know you're a
dollar.
dude on
for strip.
stage.
Huh?
What you say? He hear you.
I can hear you. My bad.
No, you fine.
She over there talking though. She try to be slick.
Is it okay? My bottle's out there. Do I need to put in a paper bag under my shirt? I can have.
No, you gonna get us a fine.
Oh, you can't have a bottle out there?
You can't have nothing drinkable in here.
No, not. I mean, out there.
Yeah, out there. Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah,
That's
go
what I
take your
said.
sip. I
Man.
thought you said bring it in here.
Let me
Oh,
tell
hey,
you.
did she not say bring it
She
in
said
here?
bring it
No,
in
I
here,
did
yeah.
not.
I mean,
I
what's the
said-
point? What's the point of the bag?
Oh my god.
That's a black thing.
Oh,
I'm sure it's a.
And a white. What's wrong with you?
man, my back.
Yep.
Y'all don't know how bad my back is.
You got
And yesterday.
in a bad sex position. Messed you up.
Oh, I wish, man. Look, I got residual moments. Like every time I think about some shit I had.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh crap. You did a set, huh?
No, I had to bail.
Say some more.
I'm gonna go back and do a set after this.
Oh man. Boy, you be working hard, man. That's what's up.
Jorge, where the next show at, bro? Where your next show at?
I'm at Hyenas Comedy Club this weekend in Fort Worth. I'm opening for JP Sears, the 5th.
JB Smooth?
Sears,
Sears.
Sears.
JB Smith, Sears. Okay.
redhead guy.
Okay.
I need to try and come see you, bro.
Come through, man. I'll put. Let me know. DM me and I'll put you on the list whenever you're gonna come. But it's the 4th through the 6th. It's JP the 4th and the 5th, and then Flo Hernandez on the 6th, man. And,
Hey, I want to come see that Flow show because I need to come holler at Flow too.
come through, man.
So yeah,
I'll put you on.
That'll be great. All right, bet. I'm gonna let you know, bro. That'll be what's up, man. That's right in my neck of the woods.
Well, shit. Hell yeah. Come through.
Hell yeah.
Got you
bro.
down,
That's
Michael
what's
Bowers.
up, man. That's what's up, man.
But that's the next show.
Wow, man. Hey, bro, I've been working out, Jorge.
Fuck yeah, dude. What have you been doing?
Well, not really, but like at first I was gonna say I was been jacking off, but I'd be lying.
If you have a
My
big
wife
dick,
got
that's
me a
exercise.
dartboard, right? Dude, I swear I don't know how many darts I throw per day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my shoulders, I know it don't seem like a real workout, but it is, dude. Like, if you play darts all day, I feel good.
Hey, man, if you feel exercised, you exercised.
That's right. But only in my right arm. The rest of my body is still, is unhealthy. But my right arm is good.
It's a start, man. Just you switch hands occasionally.
You know what I'm saying?
He
There you
married and
go.
still using his
There you go, man. I got to work on my left.
He's married and still using his hand.
I would.
That's right,
Why not?
man.
Mix it up.
That's right.
Mike.
You know?
Keeping your fucking sex life
Huh?
spicy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Jack
Yeah,
off,
you know.
bro.
You gotta do what you gotta do to
Gotta do
survive
what's
out here, man.
Oh,
I am not ashamed. I
you
am not
shouldn't be.
ashamed.
You shouldn't be. One day you should try it hands free. That's the shit. I mean, the stuff right there.
You
We
good?
cuss,
We
I'm
ain't on
sorry.
there.
Wait
No,
on
you
air.
can't cuss.
Okay.
We not on air
Sorry,
right
I
now.
gotta practice because if you want me to be like religious right now, then I gotta.
You ain't gotta be
practice.
religious. You can say ass and stuff like that.
Like everything's gonna be an ass. Do y'all want a Mento? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
I'm into.
No Mento.
I guess Jay had to go use. He had to go take a dump or something.
You know, we might have got a phone
Took his
call.
phone,
You know, the young man is popular.
Man,
You could just tear it.
Okay,
Paper.
cool. Because I didn't know that.
I know. I mean, you're fingering my Mentos.
Yeah, I'm figuring the fuck out of him. So what you gonna do about it?
I know. You know, my mind goes there every day.
You stay on that. Thank you very much.
I stay on that street.
there he is.
Them hands better be wet and smell like soap.
Nah, I was sitting right there.
No, right.
Yeah. What, you ain't playing no music no more?
Nah,
Oh, hell, that ain't you playing that?
nah.
Oh, quit trying to play me out.
Since you was on hiatus.
Yeah, oh, boy.
Yeah.
Queen, I'm text Queen, your boy.
Oh yeah.
Man, bless you.
Yeah.
My bad.
you can
My
fuss.
bad. That's that beer, man. My bad.
That's what's up. We're gonna go back in a minute and 20 seconds.
Why you keep putting us in the blue ball? We ain't in the blue ball.
Who?
Tricky Vic. Man, pay my bills.
So how was the comics in the kitchen? Y'all made tortillas? Homemade tortillas?
Made some,
Who don't say
tacos
we?
with homemade
You know that wasn't
tortillas,
me.
I know you didn't make.
Okay, yeah, don't.
I saw you kind of over the stove with.
I had to help a leg out, man. Yeah, you know. Help him out.
I saw you poking at the meat,
You
poking
know what
at
I
the
do.
chicken.
You know what I
That's
do.
about it.
You know,
Jorge did all the work,
meat professional over here.
man.
But he did all the
She
work.
handled the chicken.
Yeah, he did all the work. I said you do is like do this. That's it.
Good day.
Don't be waving at nobody. Why you?
I know he never called me back. You said that, man. Oh, you said that. You.
What was that? Can I?
He said that.
Jay.
He had a
Yeah,
pro
come
black
Hey,
show,
23 seconds, Mike.
and I was like, I can't
when
do
we
that.
go
I felt
back,
uncomfortable.
we going right back to the Nipsey Hussle, or
Yeah,
we
yeah.
going
You want to
to
keep talking
something
about
else?
that, or you want to switch on the
We gotta switch up something new. Yeah, I mean, I know.
I mean,
but
we'll
we gotta
switch
add
up.
in. We gotta add in something new.
We'll switch up.
We can switch it up. Just let them know,
Oh,
you know.
so
But
that's
yeah,
fine.
we can switch it up. I mean, definitely.
What kind of girl? You a girl?
What's
Like,
that pillow talk, man?
your girl, or your girl?
Tell her son.
Ah, yeah. We
What?
gonna come back.
Hey, welcome back to the Breakfast Club. This is DJ Envy. Nah, this is Jay and LNA show,
I'm
man.
about to say Envy got a tan.
Yeah, a serious one.
He got burnt.
For real.
Don't talk about
And
me
gained
like
about 80 pounds.
that. I ain't that big.
Huh?
I don't weigh but 160.
I know.
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
It's just a it's just a thyroid problem.
Laying
That's
down.
all.
Man, I'm finna quit eating thyroids then.
But anyway, we got studio guests, Jorge Cortez, comedian Jorge Cortez, and
up,
Ronnie
what's
B.
up?
Raw is in studio filling in for Queen tonight.
What?
Don't sound so enthusiastic, y'all.
I know.
I'm excited.
You know.
I know. I'm so ready to ask Jorge some more questions.
Well, okay, ask him.
Oh, Jorge. First of all, let's start off. How you doing today? How you doing today? He still got that
I'm
leg.
doing great today. Had a good day, you know. Just woke up early this morning, did my therapy, you know, did my steps, did some stretches, handled some business, you know, just getting that getting the ball rolling. You know what I mean?
So describe that stretch for us.
I just stretch my ankle. I just take like a shirt or a towel, and then I just like pull back on it, and that's it.
Like,
Okay.
It's pretty boring.
So,
Pretty boring. Sounds boring.
Is that what the doctor told you to do?
Yeah, I gotta do it
I was
5 times a
gonna say,
day for 10 minutes.
Because you know sometimes we tend to do stuff the doctors don't tell us to do. Like I had surgery on my arm, and they told me to push to get my elbow back straight.
Right.
I done went to the door and started pulling.
Oh, you got to ask Jorge, are you the only one taking your prescription pills?
Nah, I took like 8 of them and I got rid of them. I'm not taking anything.
That's what's up. Any other questions?
No. I just saw Jorge yesterday, so
Okay.
we had dinner.
So, how long you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy for 5 years.
What made you turn to what made you come into the
What made
comedian
me-
life?
When I was 14, I was watching George Lopez's Why You Crying special, and I thought like this would be the perfect job to have. All he's doing is talking, and he's making a lot of money. So, you know,
Man, that's the easy way to make money. Just talk in front of people.
you got to be very good at it. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah. And then when I was in college, I decided to give it a try, and then I did, and I dropped out of college for the 4th time. And 5 years later, I'm here talking to you guys.
Yeah, we nobody.
Yeah. You guys are somebody to me, you know.
Well, we appreciate that, man. You know.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, but everybody knows Jorge out here. I don't know. I know him. I see him
We know
everywhere.
everybody
Yeah,
know
everywhere
Jorge.
know
They
Jorge.
just don't know us.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jorge is one of those, like, I think I was saying it a couple weeks ago. I was talking about a comedian. I think he still don't got the notoriety yet, but William Montgomery. Jorge is one of them hidden jewels that, like, in a couple years, everybody gonna be getting up on, but we got the privilege of having them now. So shout out to my man Jorge, man. Keep doing your thing.
Whatever happens, if you guys ask me to come on and I can, I will.
Jorge gonna be getting them checks.
What?
And Roddy be raw. Roddy, don't be sleeping on Roddy.
Oh, I'm asleep, so it don't
Right,
matter.
right,
You can
cause-
catch me on the couch.
Oh, we know you sleep when you
Yeah.
walked in, but you know I'm talking about don't sleep on your
I
comedy.
sleep with who?
Yeah.
No, but Jorge,
Jay
you know
Liggins. Jay is another cat though
Oh,
too.
yeah,
Like
Jay.
I mean, you know.
You didn't want to leave
I mean,
Jay
we
out
talk
of-
about him every
yeah,
day,
yeah.
though.
I was
Yeah.
like, don't
Worry
leave
about
it.
him.
Yeah, man.
I like Mike that didn't want to hurt Jay's feelings. Was like, and Jay, you know Jay cry on the show, so you know that.
Oh no, not no more. I don't want to.
We see that. We talk that food every
I
day.
talk to Jay. I talk to Jay every day, so you know, like me saying it ain't nothing to him because we talk all the time.
Yeah, we ain't worried about him.
But I
went
was
to
telling
rehab.
Jorge yesterday when I was talking to him that I was like, most of the time when you're out here in the comics, you don't find anybody that has manners. I could say that every time I've seen him that he's spoken, and he's always giving me a handshake. So like, and that's really big out here.
He was just looking at your booty.
No, I'm pretty sure. No, he had his girl with him the whole time.
Yeah, Jorge looking at me like.
I got this old booty. Jorge got this old booty. This booty's like his mama or his auntie booty. So it ain't one of them new booties.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
This is that 40 booty.
That's what's up.
Jorge used to that 20 booty. I'm pretty sure that 10
Shout out
booty.
to the 40 booty.
Ain't no wrong with the 40 booty.
It ain't.
Yeah. Shout out to the 40
Yeah,
booty.
let the pervert out.
It's a little
Yeah.
wide and it know how to handle itself.
But I would have to say that's one of the things that I liked about him. That he had
Thank you
manners.
very much.
The wide turn booties.
Get us. It's about Jorge, not the booty.
Okay.
Jorge has
it's
a
always,
booty,
It's
too.
always about the booty.
Let me get on with that.
So where was your first open mic at?
I was in college at the University of Odessa. Hold up. I was at UTPB, the University of Texas at the Permian Basin. That school's out in Odessa. I went out there trying to play tennis. I redshirted and I went to one practice.
Oh man.
But I spent my most of the time while I was there just kind of like goofing off. And they had a poetry open mic, and so I was like, I'm going to go do this because this is like what I want to do. My friends were gassing me up. They're like, dude, you're funny. You should go do it. I didn't plan anything. I bought a plastic recorder from Walmart, and then I just kind of like went up there and I was kind of weird. I invited this person up on stage with me, and then I like just talked in this creepy voice.
The plastic recorder? Help me with that.
I'll get to it, but so I invite this girl like up there with me, and I'm like, oh, you want a massage? And I like start talking in this weird voice, and she got creeped out.
Can we hear it?
I got a massage for you, just kind of like that. Like, I'm going to rub you all over your body, and I was just like talking like a sexual predator. And then I just started playing the plastic recorder, and then the lady running the open mic's like, "Okay, get off." And that was the first time I went up on stage.
You got kicked off your first open mic.
When there's like 4 people there. There's like nobody to kick me off in front of, but I got kicked off.
And so you were gonna play the recorder?
I did. There's like people there playing music, and I was like, "Yeah, just start playing something, guys." And they didn't like really know what to play because I didn't know how to ask. So it's just like there's like a guy on the keyboard and a guy on drums, and they're like all kind of like jamming, and then like I just start blowing into this recorder like a maniac.
Okay, so what did you learn from there, and how was your next show after that?
It was a little bit better, but prepare. You know what I mean?
Did it get better?
It was slightly better, and the next time was a crowd. Same university. It was a talent show, but you know, I didn't really plan much stuff. I just used things to kind of like get my mind right. You know what I mean? I don't want to say what exactly because this is a Christian show. I don't know.
It's just today is Christian show. What y'all two got going on?
But
Y'all two.
What?
It's Jay every day.
the early days were not that
Every
exciting
Wednesday.
though. There's just a lot of bad, you know.
So when did you feel your climax was so far now?
I haven't hit it yet. I'm chasing it.
I don't like that word.
My next,
No, I'm not saying like right now. What was your high point then? So far,
There you
what's
go.
been your high point?
High point.
Jesus.
my high point, I got to go up and kill Tony. Have you heard of that podcast?
Kill Tony.
Kill
yes,
Tony. I got to
sir.
do Kill Tony in Fort Worth, and I'm into the show. And so when they called my name out of the hat, like I ran up on stage and I got to do a minute, and it went well for me. So that was really exciting. So I would say,
what are you? I haven't seen, you know, cause I watch, like I ain't.
What's stuttering,
seen you, bro.
man?
Like, are you on YouTube? Like, can I look you
it's
up?
it's on YouTube. I gotta find it if we can kind of get back to that because I gotta like look through my Facebook, but.
Look, Mike got
Yeah,
excited. Look
Yeah.
at her.
bro,
He on that
yeah,
end right there. Like you
definitely.
on the computer, man. YouTube, you starting to be a.
It's not that big of a deal, but for me it was a big deal because it's like I never thought that I would be able to do it, so that was really fun because I'm a fan.
Huge.
Mike
That's
is a
what's
fan.
up.
It's huge. No, I mean, I'm a big fan of Kill Tony. Listen, it's not a regular open mic. It's 60 seconds. You don't get 4, 5, 7, 8 minutes. You got 60 seconds to come with your best stuff. If you don't never get the crowd, you not going to come back. You're not coming back.
So what happened
It
to
is.
you
You got
afterwards?
60 seconds. So it is what it is.
You go up for a minute and then they interview you.
So did you get the interview and then?
Everybody gets the interview, but they're like, you know, they're gonna roast you either way. But they're like, if you do well, they're like nicer to you. But you know, they asked me some questions about myself, and I just kind of answered accordingly. You know, so it was cool. It was a fun experience. I was really happy. But yeah, I should be able to just tell you which episode it was, but I don't even know. I'm looking for it though, Michael.
Huh?
I'm looking for it.
Oh, he's looking for it too. He's on the other end.
Oh yeah, man, yeah, dude, definitely. Just send it to me, man. Just send it to me, bro.
That's easier.
And, yeah, no, man, I definitely, like I said, man, I didn't even know that about you, but that's killer, man. Like I say, Ronnie Be Real and Jay LNA, y'all are exceptionally funny, and just think about it, 60 seconds. Take those other 3, 4, 5 minutes away. You got 60 seconds. What you gonna come with? And that's how it goes. So I think that's I don't know. I like it. I wish it was those type of mics in the DFW.
You know, it's Kill Tony's is one of a kind though. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
It's hard to replicate.
Definitely. You can't replicate it. But I wish it was those type of mics. But yeah, no, I wouldn't try and do it. But yeah.
Why wouldn't you try to do it?
Because Kill Tony is a very, very unique show. It's kind of a variety show. You have to watch Kill Tony. It's an experience.
I got the episode, Mike.
Okay,
it's
cool,
number
cool.
311.
Which one is it?
I'll send it to you.
Okay,
It's
cool.
Kill Tony number
Definitely.
311. If anybody wants to look at it.
Yeah. Tell the people what it is, man. Let's pump that, man. That's what's up.
I think nobody knows that I did it. My family probably did not watch it. So
Man, That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
That's killer. That's killer, man. So yeah, where do you go from there, man? Where do you go from there? My dudes don't kill Tony, man.
Like, Mike, are you crying?
No. I'm talking to my wife on the back end of it.
Yeah, that's a good comeback, man. I've just never heard anybody love a guest like you love on Jorge.
I love you too, Michael.
God.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest, man. I got a lot of respect for the craft once I got into it.
I was here, Mike. You didn't love on me like this.
A lot. Huh?
I was here before. I was like, I don't remember you ever asking me about YouTube. Not that I'm the little what happened just the co-host thing, but Jesus, if I was here as a guest, I'd be feeling jealous.
When you were there, I didn't think you were doing the cooking, for comics before. Like when you were on the show, you weren't doing that before.
I just started, but Jesus, I feel like we should be touching on Jorge just because you're giving him so much love. Like, you know how, like, man, good job, just to follow the voice.
My bad. Hey, man, I got a lot of respect for a lot of a couple cats in the DFW, man, and that's one of the dudes, Derek Jack, Lamar Jones, my man Jamie Gravy Jones, but a lot of cats, especially the cats that give me good advice and just be on the up and up and keep it 100, man. I show love when I feel like love is,
I know it's about Jorge, but Mike, I just got to ask you, like, right now in your house, where are you? Are you, like, in the bed? You got your clothes on?
No, I'm in my room. My wife is in the bed. I'm not in the bed. I'm standing up.
You got your wife saying she's Jorge?
My wife is in the bed. I'm thinking about going outside. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna go outside. I'm standing up.
Did you shave your wife's head and put a little mustache on her, Mike?
you got Jorge tattooed on her. I'm sorry, Mike. I love you.
I appreciate the love, Mike.
Hey, I'm not. Hey, I have no problems, man. You do you.
No, I appreciate the love, though. I appreciate the love you're giving Jorge, because if he didn't feel good, he better walk out of here feeling like, yes.
I feel great. I feel energized.
Because you're giving some real love.
That's what's up, man. Hey, that's what's up, man. No doubt about that.
I'm just...
Oh, man. Hey, but on that note, man, we finna go to commercial. We got to pay a couple bills, play some folk stuff. And we'll be back with comedian Jorge Cortez and Ronnie B. Raw.
No, y'all don't need me.
And we'll be right back at you. This is the Jay LNA show. Yeah, that.
What's up? This is Jay from the Jay LNA show.
Mike B.
I'm just here to let y'all know that the game's still the same. The only thing that changes is the room. You can catch me, Queen, Mike, and Rhino Mike each and every Wednesday night from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. in the Great Bowl. You'll be able to hear funny conversations, banging music, and everything else that you want to hear each and every Wednesday night from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. in the Great Bowl.
On FishbowlRadioNetwork.com. Jump in.
God, you dragging it down, man. You dragging it down. You the flat tire today.
Hell no.
Oh, crap. My bad.
I want you to keep going on Mike.
This is Dr. Lewis. Catch my show, The Dr. Fred Lewis Show, every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll be able to hear news and views, and we want to hear from you. Log in on Saturdays in the Gray Stream, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
This is Elmo, and when I'm in town, I listen to the Jay and LNA show on the Fishbowl Radio Network.
When it's time to advertise your company, business, product, service, think FishbowlRadio.com. The largest personality-driven internet radio network in the world, operating 24/7 with over 100 diverse shows, music, talk, news, inspirational, sports, entertainment, 750,000 listeners a month and growing, local, national, global. Now is the time to take advantage of the growth potential of internet radio advertising with FishbowlRadio.com. Call 817-633-4880 and jump in.
Congratulations from Velvet Oasis Events, wedding and event planning. What a great time for us to get acquainted and determine what style, design, and package will work for your upcoming wedding, gala, social, or anniversary event. We specialize in helping people have a better event experience. Velvet Oasis Events customize your event design with your vision in mind. From beginning to end, we're there to assist. So for that wow experience you won't forget, remember Velvet Oasis Events. To get more details, go to velvetoasisevents.com. velvetoasisevent.com, velvetoasisevent.com, or call 817-500-1579, 817-500-1579.
Hey guys, this is Emily, Jenna, and Francesca, and you're listening to the Jay LNA show on the Fishbowl Radio Network. Woo! Woo!
This year, make your corporate event, holiday party, or birthday magical with the Magic Mirror Photo Experience. Your guests will love it and be talking about it for days. Plus, they'll even get to walk away with their own unique red carpet picture. It's fun, unique, and gives your occasion that special touch that your guests will appreciate. The Magic Mirror. Find us on Facebook to book now. Search Mirror Image Rentals. That's Mirror Image Rental. Let the magic begin.
FBRN.US. Don't forget to download the free app on your smartphone and tablets and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Fishbowl Radio Network. Jump in.
Hey, Dallas Fort Worth, this is Brian from Sonic Temple, the Cult Tribute, and you're listening to the Jay and LNA show on the Fishbowl Radio Network. Wow!
He did a pig. Hello there. It's the Jay and LNA show. We back with comedian Jorge Cortez and Ronnie B. Raw.
What's up, everybody?
Hello. I just want to say that was not a pig.
Well, that was a dude?
That was not a pig. I grew up on a farm. That was far from a pig.
All right,
and I'm pretty sure y'all eat pig. Did that sound like a pig you ate?
I mean, the only pigs I've eaten are dead.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what pigs sound like.
What was a pig? You say a pig.
Yeah. One squeal. What was that, a rat?
Oh, that was a pig.
No, that wasn't a pig.
Wasn't that?
See that?
And what? Go again. Bow.
Fort Worth, this is Brian from Sonic Temple, the Cult Tribute, and you're listening to the Jay and LNA show on the Fishbowl Radio Network. Wow!
It sounds like a guy making a pig sound.
Yeah, but okay, I'll give you that, but it wasn't no pig.
It was a squeal.
Imitation pig.
That was a celebrity, man.
That ain't no celebrity.
Yeah.
Celebrity from where?
Sonic Temple, the Cult Tribute.
Who is Sonic Temple?
Man.
That sounds like a church.
It sounds like something we shouldn't be a part of.
That's a rock group.
Oh. I mean,
Ronnie B. Raw, you ought to know that.
Man.
You listen to rock.
How so?
And country.
No, I do listen alternative rock.
Yeah,
now, what's alternative rock? What's the difference?
Now, man, I couldn't come here to be teaching you about some things, you know? I can't be teaching about some things. I need you to ask me some real questions, you know?
I would still want to know what contemporary dance is.
When you come into the show to cook? When you come into my podcast to cook?
I don't do no cooking. I come to drink and watch y'all cook.
Look,
I can
you
do
bring
that.
the drink. If you bring your own drinks, I'll cook for you.
Man.
I got the drink.
That show gonna be over quick.
Somebody finna go to sleep.
Somebody getting burned. So, hold on. I have a question for everybody. How was April Fool's Day?
April Fool's is canceled for me and my family.
How so?
Because of the horrible tragedy that happened in Nip. We didn't celebrate April Fool's, so we kept it serious.
Is that a phone call, or y'all just all settled that? You called everybody and said, hey, we're not going to...
No, I just posted on Facebook and shit.
So how did that post go?
I don't think they listened to me because somebody called me and told me my truck was stolen and all that. And it was...
Oh, man.
So you posted that you will not be celebrating April Fool's Day?
Yeah.
Does anybody still do that?
I don't do it anymore.
Jorge, you do that?
I pranked my family one year, and then I didn't do it again after that because it blew up in my face.
Oh,
no, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
I talked this girl into texting my parents that I got her pregnant.
Oh, man.
And then I didn't answer my parents for about an hour or so, so they went crazy.
Well, that would have been their first grandkid?
It would have been their first grandkid, and it's I would have been the kid to do it out of their three. So they're taking it very seriously, even though it's April Fool's. I finally tell them that it was a joke. My mom's really upset. My dad thought it was funny.
Oh, wow.
My mom and dad disagreed on a lot of things. They're divorced now, so that created a fight. My sister was pissed off. My sister Googles this girl's number.
Oh, man.
Finds out who she is.
Yeah.
Gets all her information and sends her this really threatening text.
Oh, wow.
If you ever mess with my mom, blah, 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 I'm going to get you. And then, this girl never talks to me again, right?
Oh, wow.
But later, I started seeing this girl, right? And I take her. I'm living with my grandparents. So I take her back home. We have a romantic encounter. It wasn't good for me. I didn't perform well. She still stays the night over. And then I leave like a little note like, please don't disturb. I lock my door. I wake up to hearing my mom picking the lock open.
Oh, man.
And she picks the lock open and then comes into the room, and I'm like, how long am I going to pretend to be asleep? So it's just like, so I'm just faking it, and then eventually I'm like, I got to face the music. So I like, because she starts shaking me. And so I answer her, and then she's like, Jorge, who's this? And then I tell her, and then she stops talking to me, and she just starts asking this girl questions.
Where's the baby?
Well, she's like, do you know Jorge has no money? Do you know? Wow, she starts throwing the hardest shade after like, I had, I didn't really do much the night before for her, so I was like, it was perfect.
Maybe she was trying to give you advice, give you instructions to have a baby. That's why she came into the room.
Maybe
just
said
why.
His performance wasn't even capable of having
My
a baby.
performance was not up to par last night, so I already had to deal with that. And then here's my mom coming in asking this girl 21 questions.
We
so an update on the girl now. She's a lesbian, and she lives in Mexico.
I don't know what happened to her. Maybe she killed herself. I don't know. That was
man.
That was traumatic.
It sounds
traumatic. You can't kid around with something like that. Telling the grandmother she's about to have a baby, be a grandmother for the first time.
Man, please, shoot.
Abuelita, what it's called? Abuelita. Yeah.
Abuela.
This broad had my mama thinking for 9 months. I was having a baby. Now she said it ain't mine. I'm telling you. I had my mama going. My mama buying baby clothes and all. I said, now look, what you gonna do with this stuff now?
I mean, but that happens all the time in your life, so.
Yeah. No, don't.
That ain't nothing new.
So I know that there's more. That was pretty up there. Anybody can top his?
No.
Nah.
Really? I ran like 2 of them from my couch. I called
2
a
babies?
friend. No, I could have a baby anywhere. But anyway, I said have a baby. I didn't say make a baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
But no, mine. I called a friend's father, who's a I don't even want to say it now because this didn't go too well. But anyways, he's a gay male. And he's a teacher at a school, so I called his phone number. I'm confessing now because no, I called and told him that I had found his number on the bathroom stall, and blah blah blah, and it was a picture, and I hope he, measure up, and he never called back.
Oh.
But I felt really bad because he was like that. Now we're stuck in limbo because he hasn't confessed to his father that it was him that had me call him because it just didn't go well. And then I also called my child's father and told him that I was seeing somebody else, and that was April Fool's Day too.
Oh wow!
God damn!
I know it was on one. I thought I was doing good.
Oh man,
that's cold-blooded.
Yeah. That is. You did that on April Fool's Day?
Yeah, I was on it. I'm telling you, I'm from my couch. I was on it.
Oh man, that's messed up.
You are an evil person.
Evil.
That wasn't evil. I was hoping all that was true, but it wasn't.
That's why she had fiery red hair.
I wouldn't say it's fire. It's actually needs a dye job. It's too lazy to get off the couch and dye it again.
Blonde fiery.
That's right. This is like big booty, black, blonde, babe, bitchy. And a lot of B's over here.
Yeah.
Bowers Michael, what about you?
I don't,
I'm only gonna call him that for that one.
Ain't nothing I get into.
What?
Another day, another dollar. I mean,
What, you drunk?
No, I don't do nothing on April Fool's. I'm sorry, I don't got no jokes.
Yeah, man, you sound like
I
you
don't
sitting
prank
over there.
people.
I told you he's emotional today. Let him have it.
What am I emotional about? I don't April Fools. I don't do pranks. I'm sorry.
I think
I don't do pranks. I think it's I don't know. I don't get it. Like
I feel like April Fool's is a white person holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm definitely not white.
Rick over the coals for saying that.
Okay, all these holidays are white people holidays.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Except for Cinco de Mayo and Kwanzaa.
No, Cinco de Mayo is a white holiday. Yes, it is.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yes. That is
I don't
not
ever see them celebrating
Day for them.
Yeah, white people will take any excuse to get drunk, I guess.
Yeah,
party,
not go
have
to
a
work.
good time, not go to work, yeah.
I got to sit here and take up for the white folks. That is not true.
Do we still get Martin Luther King Day off?
Yeah. It ain't on his birthday. They wait 4 days after his birthday to let you off.
They just made Veterans Day a federal holiday.
Really?
Well, all them bullies. They got a national federal holiday.
So now we could take off and eat for free.
Oh man, I'm finna go get on my dad's old military suit.
Oh, well, Mexicans also have Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead.
The who? Say it slow.
Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead.
Skeleton Day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then there's the 16th of
celebrate that?
September. Not really. I mean, they celebrated, like, where I'm from back home and stuff, but, like, you know, we weren't that, like.
What part?
into
You from Mexico? What part?
I'm from El Paso, man. It's
Oh,
right next
man.
to Mexico.
Oh, yeah, okay. You ain't a real Mexican then.
I'm half Mexican, man.
Technically, it is Mexico, but they got
Texas is Mexico, technically.
I know it.
Yeah. We're in Mexico right now, Jay.
That's right. Tejas.
Tejas.
Well, Tex-Mex, though. California. I love California Mexican food more than Texas Mexican food.
What's the difference?
Tex-Mex.
You're in one place, and then you're in another. I don't know.
Street tacos in California. I'm telling you, street tacos in California ain't no joke. They be cutting that stuff on wood and shit. You know what I mean? The little chocolate pieces, like, they be going hard.
All right, Jorge, if you could open up for any comedian, your idol, who would it be?
Dead or alive? Or
Dead or alive?
That's a good question. I'd say Richard Pryor because we have the same birthday.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. I'll be putting that on my profile, man.
No.
I have the same birthday as Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Yeah, side-by-side picture.
That's right. It's my cousin.
Look, every year, his name on your cake. Me and Richie.
Me and Richard, baby.
I can see you with like a thick mustache like Richard used to have.
I've been trying to grow a thick mustache like that for a while, man. I got a really immigrant-looking mustache. Like I just jumped over, man. It doesn't fill into the middle. Yeah, I need like Miracle Grow or something on it.
But you know, y'all know that they came out. When did his wife, Richard Pryor's wife, say he slept with Marlon Brando?
His ex-wife.
But man, that was
Richard talked about that in his comedy. I think about having sex with men.
Yeah.
But what did that mean?
It was a more
everybody
sexually
was
liberal
doing it.
time.
Yeah. It wasn't no such thing as like, he gay back then. Nobody even cared back then. We had more things to worry about. Weed.
He talks about it in his stand-up, man.
Yeah, drugs made everything simpler back then. Everything made okay.
I don't know about that.
That's that new
You was in that time too, man. So
No,
Say what you want about Richard, but he was open and honest. You know.
So I was a baby.
Well, that was because he was so raw with it.
It was very raw.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I think he was so successful because like it was the things that you didn't want to talk about. Like he was talking about like fellatio and all that stuff, and like a lot of people wasn't at that time.
Talked about killing himself.
Right. Well, okay, yeah.
I mean, he was doing drugs that like
Yeah.
like heavy at that time. Like he was probably on coke when he was on stage.
Yeah,
most of the time.
But the things is when I think comics are more funnier when it's true. Like because it comes out so much. You don't have to rehearse it or whatever. You be like, yeah, I got beat up.
Right.
You know, and it hurt. You know, like
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, because I got beat up and you can relate to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my comedy. But did you know that Kevin Hart's Irresponsible thing is on Netflix now? So I don't know if you watched it before. I watched it today, and I'm gonna say.
Was it good? I didn't watch
the hype. It was not worth the hype.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not that I'm not a Kevin Hart. I'm not a fan of nobody's. So I'm sorry, Mike. Cortez. I'm just not a fan. I just can't pay the bill of a fan. Can't buy the T-shirts most of the time, and I can't afford the gas to get to it. But I could watch Netflix, and I'm gonna say that it wasn't his funniest.
You pay for Netflix?
You know, I don't think it's hurting his career.
office.
Your opinion? I think Kevin Hart's still doing okay.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah.
Doesn't hurt my feelings.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, at the same time, where I like to see people still on the up climb. But I could see like on that one, I don't know if it was because he was going through things in his life, but it was kind of like it wasn't at the slope that I thought he was going to be at.
Right. I think he gets progressively harder the more albums you put out, and he's put out quite a few. I'm not sure how many he's put out, but he's put out more than 4.
Yeah.
I mean, it just gets harder and harder because
it's only so much you can talk about when you talk about your kids.
No, but I felt like the little naturalness out because sometimes when Kevin Hart first started, it was natural.
Yeah,
it was all the people he was talking about, you could be like, I got one of those. But this episode, he was saying it felt like a little made up to me. It was just more I'm going to tell you this because it's going to make you laugh, and that's why I did. And he even did it in London. Not that I'm saying their humor is a little bit different. but I just don't feel like he would have got that. But let me shut up because
Cheerio.
I feel like I got some
You can have an opinion.
Kevin Hart hater right here, but I'm gonna get choked out talking about Kevin. He was like, he's still making money with you or without you. He didn't need you to buy a CD. He didn't need you to watch his.
I only said that because you're like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but
Don't talk about Richard Pryor.
I'm not Kevin Hart, so I wouldn't care. Yeah. And then if I was Kevin Hart, I wouldn't care because I'm making money and I have a shoe deal. So,
hey,
I mean, but I don't know. I felt that way about Gabriel Iglesias, like his last special that I had seen years ago. You may have that. He probably has like another album, but
Gabriel's not that.
I mean, it's not for everybody, but it's like you feel like the first special's the best.
Big dude, right?
Yeah, Fluffy.
Yeah.
But like anybody's first special because it's like new to us, right?
I like his impressions.
His impressions are great.
His impressions are good. So I mean, other than that, though, if he do it if he do it the whole show, I watch.
But it's hard for them to relate because they're so rich and famous that it's like,
oh yeah,
like his first special, it's like Kevin Hart was like more of a regular guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's like dealing with the struggles of like everyday people, and now it's like, dude, I don't know what it's like to have a Lamborghini. You know what I mean?
But he didn't relate to. I thought the Irresponsibility was going to talk about like he related about the struggles of like cheating on his wife or whatever. It was very. He stayed probably about 30 seconds on that.
Yeah, that's what that's what I want to hear.
Yeah, and it wasn't, and I was like, that's the everyday where somebody can relate. Where that, like, once you get caught, that you sleeping next to them.
I'm helping somebody's wife cheat right now.
Oh my God, dude!
Jesus when you get caught, it's that build up because everybody knows how to cheat.
Man, I've been a side dude for about 5.5 years.
With the same chick.
Jay Lincoln's on the side, baby.
Y'all married then? You the husband. When you decide you don't supposed to stay that long, it's like hamburger helper. It ain't meant to be a meal.
Move and go now. 5.5 years. Side dude.
I've been a side chick plenty of times.
I'm side man of the year.
Look, I'm there just to help, and when I feel like y'all done got better, I'm out.
No, that's why I'm sticking in so long. It ain't getting better.
That's crazy.
But I don't want his responsibility.
That's some love right there.
Nah, man, I'm calling right now, man. You got to stop doing what you doing.
Christmas gifts and stuff. She expecting stuff from you.
Nah,
I think some comics should be like, they should do, how Maxwell, he do an album every like 6 or 8 years.
Get it out there, right?
Like Dr. Dre, man.
There's less work, but it's better. Like Prince talked about that with making albums. He's like, I put out less albums, but the quality's better. But
yeah,
you got to compete with everybody though.
But he got a whole a whole like library of music for like the next 15, 20 years or so.
But that's but comics do that because everybody books them. Like Kevin Hart went 3 years straight, like back. But then at the same time, I believe some comics, it's okay to have people write for you if the joke is funny. And I feel like it doesn't always have to be you. Because when Eddie Murphy did Raw, there was a lot of writers with him.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't, like the stories were like, I can relate stories that are funny. There was a lot of quality in there because of like everybody, you had people helping you out. And not I'm saying Hart doesn't have like another writers, but they're quality writers. They had the Wayne brothers for Raw. You had a lot of people on that.
That's right.
Sure, Mike. It was like I was into it.
Oh, I got a question for you, comics. So, how do y'all feel about reusing jokes? If a person got on there and told Red Fox joke over, how do you feel about a comic? Can you reuse jokes?
If I heard somebody doing someone else's joke and I could recognize it, I would start screaming from wherever I'm at.
Why so?
Because you're not supposed to do other people's jokes.
I just recently had a show at One Love Lounge. I heard
come up with your own ideas.
I heard a dude steal a joke.
Okay, are you stealing from another comic? Or are you talking about redoing? I'm talking about history jokes. Like if you were to repeat a Raw joke of Eddie Murphy and retold it or told it the same way, is that like how do you feel about that?
I don't like that.
Because I've heard other comics. I went to an open mic, 2 open mics in one night. I heard one comic get on stage to say it. Lamar said it, and I went to another about an hour later, and I heard another comic say the same exact joke.
Comedy's not music. You should write your own stuff. That's what I think.
But there's so many relatable. It might sound the same or not the same.
In my eyes, you're a bum.
But what if you say I'm going to repeat this joke? Because why I asked the question is because I was watching. I'll get his name later. But he's the guy that was on drugs, the black guy that was on drugs a lot.
So he's plenty of them.
Well, yeah, but
pick one.
I'll look him up. But as far as like, and he was saying that like he gets on stage and he redo a lot of like old people jokes or whatever, and people laugh. But he just tells that he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do."
Those people figured it out for him. They already made him funny. So this guy's just benefiting off of someone else's labor.
I'm gonna look him up. But he was just saying that he feels like you should be able to reuse the jokes.
Yeah, because he's just lazy.
Mike.
Yeah, I'm here.
He sleep.
I think it's the worst thing in the world, man. You know, it, especially me in the stage that I'm in, I'm not nowhere near the people we talking about, but it takes so much energy to come up with something that's funny, man. Like, dude, you put so much into it, and it might be a brief moment, but when they laugh, dude, and you feeling in your heart like, dude, I came up with that, and somebody else going, no, not at all. Nah, man. So we can take that to the green. We can take that to the grass. We can take that in the back room. We can take that whatever.
So, Mike, what about
anybody?
What about stealing the Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy joke, or Martin Lawrence old joke?
I guess that's on every comedian individually. Hopefully, I get to a point sometime in my career where people feel like they will replicate my material. I'm not there yet, obviously, but you know, that would be something you would have to ask Eddie, or you would have to ask Martin, or you know, Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle. But no, don't duplicate mine. No, this ain't music. It's not. You know, don't sing my song. Sing your own song. Yeah. You didn't live the life I lived. I lived. You know, I did this. This is work I put in.
So if a joke is born, it has to die with that comic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the whole thing about comedy. It's the creativity in comedy. It has like, you can be 85 years old and still be a relevant comedian, because comedy and laughs have no age. If you're funny, you're just funny. Come up with something new. Don't bring the same thing to the table. If you come to the same table I'm at and you bring me something that was already at the table, what's the point?
Yeah.
It takes like 6 months to take a joke from like an idea to getting it polished, and it takes like as many open mics a week as you can go. Then you got to sacrifice to go do that. You got to work shitty jobs, and you got to stay up late, and you got to wake up early to go to work, and you got to struggle. So all that's invested in the joke too. So it's like if someone's pinching you, I mean, you know, they're doing you really dirty, I feel.
Man.
But it's kind of heated.
Say, Mike, we got a caller. Call in and call us right back.
Yep.
All right. Hey, caller. Oh, shit.
There?
Hey, caller, what's up with it? This is a Jay LNA show. Hello.
You gotta say hello. That's how you gotta say it. Hello.
You didn't do it right.
Hello.
Oh well.
You made Mike hang up.
He call back.
He'll call back. Mike, call back.
I gotta find the comic that used to make fun about. He was on drugs, and he said this whole career of comics he was on drugs, and he wears the hat, and he has like the little pimp voice. I saw him. Jesus, I don't know people by name.
Cat Williams is
on this
drugs
is old school. Like this guy is like.
He's old school. You talking about what's the name?
Oh yeah, really, that didn't help.
I'm not talking to you.
You talking about that one guy?
Yeah, that one guy, that one black guy.
I was looking at Jay to see if he'll help me out.
He has like a little squeaky voice. It's
kind
of
squeaky
like
voice.
It's not squeaky, but it's like a pimp voice, kind of sorta. He was on the Breakfast Club, but he was saying what he does. He was like what he was saying on Breakfast Club is like jokes wise. Like he'll be like, remember when Red Fox said this, and he would repeat the joke because he's like they're dead. So not that he said he reuses the joke, but he reminds you of the joke. Like if you're in the old house, old school or whatever, and you'd be like, yeah, I remember that, because like I know that y'all remember the joke about the tiger and the monkey and all that stuff. Who said that?
You talking about Dolomite?
Yeah,
Dolomite.
So like you want to repeat that. You hear it. It's dying.
I think most comics are talk about the same thing. They just word it differently, and come
Mike,
up
what's
with
up?
Different schemes and whatever. So
yeah, I'm here.
We're gonna share premises, and then the human experience is the same for a lot of us.
Yeah, just word it differently, or whatever.
So who do you feel like your comic is like? Where does it come from? Like, where does it all, like, is it your childhood? Is it your everyday?
I talk about my personal life. You know, I talk about, things that have happened to me and that I think are kind of funny, or they kind of like frame my perspective, and I try to like put that out, because it's like topical humor is cool, but it's like a bunch of people are gonna have jokes about like the president or this or that happened, but it's like, you know, only me. Like, I got arrested the day my grandfather died, so it's like that's unique to me. You know what I mean? I was an adult caregiver to my grandparents for 3 years. That's unique to me. So it's like things like that. You know, I've worked at gay clubs selling shots. That's unique to me. It's like it's embarrassing, but it's just like
no sound effects until you said that. There's
sound
no third
effects,
grade
yeah.
over there.
No. Did you get hit on anything up there?
Look at me. What do you think, Jay?
Bad.
Come on, dude.
Jay put in an application today. He was like, that's what I've been
Jorge
missing.
say, look at me.
Ask Mike. Ask Mike what he thinks.
Unfortunately, Mike couldn't be here today because he didn't want to be in the same room with us.
Can't contain himself.
So being a comedian, what would that mean to you?
What does it mean? You're an artist. You write your own jokes, and you struggle to do that. If you don't write your own jokes, you're not a comic to me.
Just like a rapper.
And I don't care even if you say, hey, this someone else came up with this.
Yeah.
I think because Derek Jack asked me that one day. He was like, so why do you want to be a comic? And I don't know if I didn't answer it fast enough for him. I don't need you to finish my sentences. I didn't ask it fast enough, but he told me like what it meant to him already. I was like, I don't know. Was that a question for yourself? Because you just bounced it off of me. And it meant a lot because he was just talking about how humor helps, you know? And I was like, dude, I think if you're a comic, you already know what humor means to you because you already like work your way through your struggle or whatever to make somebody laugh. Make yourself laugh first because that's who finds it funny first. You're like, regardless if anybody else laugh, I put my humor, I bring my humor. And that's what, when I get on stage, I'll be like, I don't give a crap. Like, I just want y'all to hear me. You don't have to laugh, you know? Like, I just need to get it off. I'm going back to my couch.
It's definitely part of it.
Why gotta be a couch?
Love seat? What do you want to? Well, it's a couch. It's 3 seats on this, and this is a sofa. It's not. I don't sleep in my bed.
Oh, really?
No, I don't.
Wow.
I got my own issues with my. I
Maybe
don't like to be
maybe
closed
that's why your
in,
back
man.
hurts, Ronnie.
No, I gave
You ever think about that?
You gotta start using it more.
It probably ain't helping my back, but yeah, I gave birth to my son, and they kind of forgot about me in the hospital room, so my back got jacked. But it's okay.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
God
bless
it's
you.
cool.
Just try bending over every once in a while and looking in the mirror or something.
Oh, believe me, that's how I got my son. I know that. He's bent over looking in the mirror.
Bent over.
Oh, bad.
Yeah, that's how you get a son, not a back pain.
Oh, okay.
But no, I have spasms and all that stuff in my back. So this morning, I'm going through a heck of a lot in my back. So I can't really bend like a normal person. I just kind of like stoop over like it. I'm going to barely be like crippled by the time I'm like 50. My feet hurt. My feet are fat. A lot of things. I'm telling you, I'm broken.
A lot of issues, huh?
Not a cougar. I'm one of those house cats.
Just laying
in
on
the
your
window.
Laying on your back.
In the window looking out.
Swiping at the window.
Far from a cougar. I ain't climbing no trees, believe me.
Well, that's what's up.
Bowers? Bowers Michael.
Yeah. What's up?
Man, what's up, Pink? I'm just saying.
I mean, I ain't got nothing. I'm just tuning in and I'm just listening, man. What you want me to say?
Is this week? Did we get high? Was it April 11 already here? 4/11?
It ain't
420.
420. Oh, that's telling me I'm not yeah. I feel like y'all already pre-gaming.
Your back might stop hurting. You might need to go on
No,
there.
that ain't gonna work. I don't pick up any vices that I can't afford.
You better go get you some Reggie. You get a
Have
whole
we
bunch
noticed
for
that
$10.
Jorge has like his little? I think that's a Hispanic thing. The little buttons, like dropping down. He's dropped down like 2 or 3 buttons. He got a little mole there too. No chest hair, but I got a mole.
I got a little bit of chest hair.
What? Did I just make it awkward for you guys?
You paid attention to detail.
No, I looked over. I was like, "Damn, that's a big mole right there." It's a spot. I thought I was a mole. I got like a lot of moles.
We can't see you over there, so you close.
It's cool. It's cool though. Comedy. Awareness. So who's out there right now that you're looking at, that you're following, trying to get like, that's still at your level, that you're like, I'm reaching, striving? What's your next level to be like?
What's my next level? Walk on stage with no crutches.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Are you getting help on stage now?
No. I put myself, I crutch up on the stage by myself.
Man, if Sticks can get up there, I'm sure he can get up there.
No, Sticks a professional.
No, yeah.
Sticks is a professional.
I don't try to compare myself to anybody. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I don't think I'm worse than anybody. We're all on our own different path. That's what I realized after having this injury happen to me. It's it's a marathon, and it's a war of attrition, and you just got to hang in there the best you can, and you got to stay focused on what you can do. Because, like, what other people are doing, their success isn't going to, like, affect my success or vice versa. So, like, I just need to try to become a better comic, get more people to know who I am, and just try to be good to my peers the way they've been good to me.
So what are you doing? You got business cards?
I got business cards. I've had them. Yeah.
You be passing them out?
They collect dust. I'm ready to
put them in the stalls, man.
No, I'm gonna start passing them out and start being a little more aggressive.
Don't put them in stalls.
Yeah, this has really changed my mentality because it's like I've been doing it for 5 years, and I would like more to show for myself, and that's only gonna happen, if I make the effort.
I know. People are asking about them tacos though. Like, I'm like, hey, that was all him, dog.
It was us.
Oh, that was you.
That was us.
Tacos, I was just putting the seasoning on meat. That's all.
We did it together.
Comics in the kitchen.
Comics in the kitchen.
So how long did it take after you had the surgery for you to get back on stage?
I took 2 weeks, and I went back on stage, and I felt like I was gonna like pass out.
Oh wow,
man!
I popped a stitch. Driving around, I'm out of my mind. Like, I have a lot of like good examples, but also bad examples. Like, I have a friend that you need to like follow. His name's Juan Gandara. He lost his arm in a dune buggy accident in Mexico. He's a professional MMA fighter, and he's had to adjust. I don't know if he's still pursuing that career, but he's been like 4 months after he had his arm amputated, he was doing a jiu-jitsu tournament. Oh, so I'm like, if this guy's getting it, like, I gotta like kind of like
one arm?
grit my teeth. One arm.
Oh man.
He got second in the jiu-jitsu tournament out here that I went to go see. So
that's the hustle.
That's the hustle. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I don't have anything else really going on. Like, stand-up's everything to me. So
are you doing it from home though? Are you doing like some videos from home, just sitting, or?
I'm trying to get more into social media, but it's not really my thing. Putting myself out there, I've made more of an effort, but no, I'm just trying to get out and do the open mics because that's my style. I'm a stand-up comic. I get out there on the stage. I do it live. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think that's where it's at though. The stand-up is where it's at. Then you can go to the video.
That's where it's at for me. Everybody has their different path. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell anyone they're doing it wrong. I just know that when I'm on stage, I feel comfortable. I feel good, and that's what I want.
Do you get nervous when you get on stage at any time?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Before or doing?
Like when I was coming out of surgery, I was like, am I rusty or this or that, or I think about all sorts of things, before I go up on stage.
Yeah.
But once you're up there, and you just kind of like you figure it out, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I done got drunk one time. And I just.
What you staring at?
I'm in La La Land. Because on stage, I get excited. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm going on stage. Like, what?
Ronnie, when she get on stage, she look like she get a hard on or something.
I do.
Because her eyes get big. And
I know. Because it's nervous. I don't get nervous. Because, again, I don't write. So, like, I have to, like, think of stuff. And I just noticed from my last one, I stuttered a little bit. Because it's like I try to catch the moment. Like, my brain is always like, hey, let me talk about this. And then, so, if you ever watch me on stage, I'm not, you can tell I'll be pulling it out. And, like, I'll be, like, sipping of water or whatever. And so, for mine,
don't be no damn water you be sipping. Trust me,
my
I'd have
last
been there.
time was water.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
I got to stop the drinking.
Water with some locking.
But no, it's a rush. When you get on stage, it's a rush for you.
Yeah, it feels like a rush, but, like, building up, like, because you're always, like, there's, like, nerves, but the nerves, like, feed the excitement, I guess. Like, I mean, I'm never afraid or, like, not willing to do it.
Ready. Always ready.
Like, I don't know, I got a host this weekend in Fort Worth, and like my mind thinks about like all the bad things that can happen, like eating a dick or
a penis.
A
penis, man.
Eating a penis, excuse me.
I don't know if they serve
it's an
those,
expression. It's an expression. Doing badly and then like not getting work later or something, But it's like, oh well.
Are you taking your crutches on stage?
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to like not walk up without him. I can stand without the crutches, but I still need him to walk. right now.
So you're not trying to do a walker, or is that just above you? Or beneath you, should I say?
Like I don't have the money to pay for a walker.
Goodwill has like a crap load
And
of walkers.
I'm fine with the crutches. Like I don't need more stuff. You know, I'm cool with what I got. It's only a matter of time, right?
Oh yeah. Hey, and on that note, we're gonna go to commercial real quick. We'll be right back. It's the Jay and LNA show.
I got a wheelchair in the garage.
My dad wanted to buy me a wheelchair, and I'm like, Dad, it's not that serious.
Dick, Jorge, Dick.
My bad.
Dick, you made it
Oh
through that
my
whole-
God.
We said it was Sunday today.
I'm sorry.
You can't say Dick over there.
I should have said Richard. Get a Richard.
You could have said
Should have
Tom.
said Little Richard or something.
Get a little Richard.
Little Richard.
Mike.
What up?
Wake your ass up, man. You want to let you go to sleep, man?
I'm not asleep. I'm not asleep.
Oh, man.
Look, he over there doing some new stuff, and you fucking it up. I don't know what he's doing.
He is doing some new stuff with the goddamn motion.
Took a little time to get up. Ooh.
How was Queen's show the other day? I saw she posted it.
At Troy.
I miss Queen. She's so fucking funny.
Some of those videos I be seeing Queen, the booty shaking. I was like, how the fuck? I don't even like to stand by her. I know how, and it don't stop. I know. That's what it do, like the water babies. Dude, how did that happen?
She shakes for hours.
Imagine walking behind it. I'm a pervert, so
I do. Every time she go live, I try to say hi, something, she never responds. So I'm like, look, I'm stop saying anything on your live.
Queen's so funny.
Look at him. Is he?
Where's Queen? Is she not here?
Yeah, she said she was gonna do a show or something.
But it was a choice. What kind of show was it?
Clean comedy.
Yeah, I saw that MD said he had a M dot.
Yeah, you gonna drive away to
It's in Fort Worth.
Cleburne.
Cleburne, he did say it's Cleburne.
Where's Cleburne?
Tomorrow or tonight?
Oh, it ain't anytime soon.
Cleburne is about 10-15 minutes behind Fort Worth on the other side of Fort
then
Worth.
I mean that's about my today I was driving here, I didn't know it was too far out. I was so far out. I'm like 30 minutes.
You gotta watch it
away
out.
from
Them streets is messed up out there.
But he asked me to clean show. I could do clean comedy. I've did Backdoor plenty of times.
Yeah.
That ain't clean.
Backdoor's clean.
Yeah.
I mean, are you talking about my Backdoor's clean? Right now it's clean. Check me later. Because I'm going to say your tacos did fuck me up this morning. I ain't going to lie about that. I woke up. I was like, God damn. Got a fucking exhaust pipe back there.
Right.
That's not a real hitter.
Goddamn fuel coming. I was like, shit is hot.
That's why you gotta eat that rice and beans with it to kind of slow it down a little bit.
When you laughed, that's what Landon said. He was like, we only got meat and tortilla. Like, this ain't no meal. I was like, we got it. We got it. Like, we got it. We're still getting it together.
That's that big ass book on the side of her face.
Yeah.
Yeah. She sent me, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. She sent me a.
Are y'all still gonna go out? She had a book on her face. I mean, you can wipe that off.
Nah, hell no.
As a grown person.
She took a picture with the booger on it?
Nah, she got a big ass mole on her face.
I think she took it off.
She look like she's sucking some dick.
Oh my God, is this Tinder? Is this Tinder Plus?
It's Instagram.
No, Instagram. Yeah.
I don't know. I posted 9 posts my whole Instagram career.
No, I used to work at a strip club, so I got a lot of.
Mike.
Oh, I know.
What up?
Not that I know.
How you doing, man?
I knew half of that story.
Yeah, man.
You want to do another song? You want to go back?
You do another song. Let him wake up.
Mike sounds so tired.
It's about to close down. You come out, wake up.
Sugar, man.
Look, Mike gonna put his clothes back on tomorrow.
So, man.
Oh Lord.
I see that slick shit she did. She didn't want to get up and walk to the goddamn thing, so nigga want to look at her ass. So she rolled it. She rolled the chair. Look at that.
Look, I'm trying to tell you. Like I don't take the medication I should for my back, but sometimes I wish it. But it made me sleep too long.
You get that shit. You go to the VA and get. You
I
sit.
do.
You sit that motherfucker all day, but.
I got a medical appointment. I do, but they're still kicking in.
That's much
VA fight you just as much as you want to fight them for your back.
As much as you did for this country.
I know,
And they treat you like that?
What?
I should smoke weed for real.
I told you.
I don't. Is that gonna help my back?
It help everything.
It can do more than those prescription medications. Right?
I don't take any. I don't have a sex life. I just get on stage and talk about old dick. It's like I know, like reminiscing. Like I gotta think hard back.
Reminiscing about old dick.
That's my life.
Bullying awareness month.
I was like, you know, I feel bad sometimes. Like when I'm doing my comic, when I'm the only one that I feel like talks. Like I did the show, and I felt like I was the only one on stage talking about dick as hard as I was. You know?
And I was act is talking about dick.
It doesn't have to be though. It's more to me than dick. Thank you very much.
That last set you did, what was that? Was it you had
hyenas?
Yeah, it was a good set. I was like,
yeah. But it wasn't about that. You know what happened? Why that was not what I wanted to get on stage to talk about. But I said, you know, nobody ever asked a question about good dick because everybody think they have good dick. You know what I mean? Like I think sex is overrated.
How could you? How could you not say you have good dick?
I know. Therapy section. Like, you okay?
Why?
Like, you okay, man? You okay?
I mean, like, objectively, do I have a good dick? I think my dick's okay. Like, but I'm competing with dildos and, like, all sorts of things. Like, let's not even talk about dicks that are bigger than mine, you know?
I know. I keep it small. I keep my dildo about thumb size.
I asked a bitch one time, and I mean, I'm trying to stop using that word. I asked one time, I said, shit. It was good, wasn't it? She said, no, it was just dick. I done had dick before. It was dick.
Yeah, you had no mayonnaise on that sandwich. It was just meat and bread.
For me, like, I feel like I have good sex if I connect with the woman and, like, make her feel sexy and stuff like that. Like, but is it all around my dick? No.
Yeah, it can't be. It can't be. But I guess I've had both ways, though. Because I've had where, like, because me, I've had the worst and I've had good, you know, so. I've had that one where you want to call him back, but he didn't give you a phone number. You like, I'm gonna find him. You go, y'all know, have y'all seen security cameras? You know.
At least you ain't get dead like my cousin. Yeah.
You said dead?
Yeah. Nah, shit.
I mean, but you remember back.
A nigga told her his name was Rocky, and she had a baby with him, and he left. She tried to file child support on him, and they said we don't even have.
A
Rocky or this Social Security.
She got a Rocky Jr. now, though?
That's amazing.
Nah, she named him Peyton.
Oh. Shout out to Peyton. You fatherless. No, but I feel like sex is overrated, though. We put way too much stuff on. If you give me a glass of wine and a good convo, I'm trying to tell you, when I have sex with anybody, it's about the experience. Don't go off my sex. It's going to be straight experience because you're finna get the whole total package. When you walk through the door, now my child's father, if he's listening, he'd be like, damn lie. But he went through 5 years of hell with you.
It's good, though. I mean, you know.
I had a rebound dude, and I know if my child's father listens, hopefully he's not. But I had a dude, rebound dude, that was what we're going to call him. But I knew that we wasn't going to be in a relationship, but that was like the best sex because there was no pressure, there was no titles. All it was is a bunch. He'd come up with his bottle, I had my bottle, and you could tell him anything because you knew that it wasn't going to be used against you.
Right.
Best sex ever.
Yeah.
And you could just lay it all out.
Sometimes it's better when there's no pressure.
If you like, I want to put gravy on you, then you could do that.
Gravy, coleslaw, and everything.
What? On the meat.
Man.
But you're getting too old now to like hide all that. I think in life, and that's what my comedy. My focus on comedy is not to hide anything.
At that age, you really don't care what, you know.
Yeah, you don't.
That's all
because
you care about.
The struggle is,
you know.
Yeah. Well, no. You got to be with somebody that's going to support your bad back. You know, that's not putting too much on you.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Where y'all coming back into?
Coming back into talk.
Talk radio.
Jay gonna lead off whatever we talk about. We're at 10:39, so got about 20 more minutes to the show.
And we back. This is the Jay LNA show. I am the fabulous $1 million man, Ted DiBiase. And we got this guy here.
Right on, Mike.
Old Man River.
Oh, yeah, Old Man River. That's me.
Mike!
What up?
Man, wake up, man.
I ain't sleep. Why
man.
do I gotta be sleep?
Mike line 4 guy.
Yeah, man.
What?
So,
I said you lying for a guy. You on the line.
I don't even know what that means.
oh man,
You on the phone. Don't worry about it.
don't take it out of context, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it went
hey.
past your head.
But
Yeah.
on this note, on this last one, the Dallas police, they charged the woman that got assaulted in Deep Ellum with felony criminal mischief, because they say she caused $1,000 worth of damage on old boy truck, Austin Shuffield truck. So they filed charges for, but the NAACP, PLS, ASPCA, whatever they said they gonna go down there and protest and fight the charge and all that other bull crap. But man, I'm trying to defend myself. I took a hell of an ass whooping. I'm supposed to tear stuff up, ain't I? That's how I feel.
Did she do it before or after?
I don't know about that.
Now, I mean, if she did it before, I mean, still there was no reason for him to hit her like that. So
She did it after.
She did it after?
The racial claims, all the stuff afterwards.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, man, hell, I took this ass whooping, man. And you gonna charge me? Man, I had, yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of petty right there, though.
This man put a gun in my face, and you gonna arrest me? No. You go get that man and put that gun in this man's face. I just, when I heard that, just went to higher learning.
I did. I saw.
Yeah.
I caught the emotions in that. I don't know if anybody else did. I caught it.
Just went to higher learners on that with Ice Cube.
Okay.
Now, you go find that man and put this gun in this man's face. Yeah, man, I don't know about that, man. Gosh, man, I go on the run.
Ronnie, what you think about that? You're female. I mean,
I don't
you
think
have
in any
you have
case-
military training though. What you would have done?
I don't think in any
She
case
took
that
the
a
gun from
man.
him.
You would have took it from him?
In any case, I always played a lady, regardless of like when it comes to a man, because I got this crap slapped out of me when I was 6 from a grown man.
What?
Yeah,
Damn,
because
you
I
was
hit
6?
him. He picked me up and I slapped him, and he set me down and slapped me across the room. So.
It wasn't your daddy?
No, it was not my. I don't think that would be a story I'll be telling here.
Oh,
It was
man.
my daddy. No, it was a friend of the family, and they were drunk. And
Oh,
but,
wow.
Yeah, so I would have to say from that day on, my dad was one because we had to go to court about it, and then the law was like, the kid hit the man first because he did. That was his self-defense. He said that I hit him first.
Oh, man.
But then it just was like, but you kind of know the crowd. The people that you're hanging around with, the people that you're dating, because they show signs. So in this case right here, like, yeah, I mean, she did what she had to do. But if there's anything she's trying to put back and say it was a hate crime or whatever, like, it's kind of too late. If you saying that he calls you all those names after the fact that you're making up more of the story, I think she could stick with the plain story, and it still be the same. But you really, I mean, anytime that you go out, you got to be careful because, like, once a guy gets all that stuff, tension, whatever they're going through, and then alcohol on top of it, I ain't taking a punch. I'm gonna say, like, right now, somebody should be beating him up in prison. My whole savings going towards the
No, he was scared to leave Dallas County when they rearrested him.
Jorge, did you see it? You see it, Jorge?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Jorge, like, what y'all
I
talking
mean,
about?
she was taking some blows. Like, he was, like, going up in it.
Violence is never the answer. I don't know, who instigated what, but it's unfortunate that, that person got hurt.
I got a question then on that. On the Nipsey thing, how do you feel like if they would have killed him before he turned himself? I mean, not turned himself in. If they would have captured him, if he was killed before, would you feel like that would equal?
Yeah. Yeah. One good shot deserves another.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't get caught. I mean, by the streets.
They was looking for him too.
They were looking for him.
Yeah, they said some people have been murdered over him.
Nah, that was fake. I looked it up.
You don't think so?
That was fake.
You don't think that they did any kind in the whole
I heard
week?
they shot up the house. They shot up his girlfriend's house.
I'm pretty sure there have been some revenge out. Some probably too small to even.
If they fighting at the visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that even.
I mean, he's talking about L.A.
All right, that's every day.
That's every day.
Yeah. It's real in the field.
Is that when Mike's still out there? Mike, tell us what's going on out there.
Mike
in L.A. I ain't in L.A. So yeah, I don't know, man. I hope.
He's like, I'm still in hiding out here.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up, man?
How comfortable is your bed right now, dude?
Yeah, man. I be standing up, man. For some reason, I stand up during the show.
But you sit down while you're here?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
cooking,
you gotta
Mike?
kind of sit down while you're there.
Tell us what's your view right in front of you right now?
My bed?
Uh-huh.
And who's in it? Who's in it? What's your wife wearing?
Well, I'm in my wife in the bed. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna, be no further details than that. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay. I'm a girl. I can listen.
Yeah. I don't know. You identify as a girl, so I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I don't know what that means no more. That's I don't know if you're just a new school girl or old school girl.
So I got another question. Sorry. So our issues that we got. Anybody right now got anything in their life, the issues they want to put on the table, what they're going through right now? Dun dun dun.
My neighbors get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and getting to play this loud ass music from 6 to all day. When I left, they still was playing that loud ass music.
Are they Hispanic?
No, they Caucasoid from the Caucasus Mountains, Caucasians.
African Americans.
No.
Yeah, man. They just moved in too. I said, man, I ain't.
What kind of music?
I don't even know. All I know is I hear a drum and a guitar, and I don't know if they having band class or what.
Okay, and you want us to help you solve that issue?
I want to know.
Mr. Cortez, how can you help him?
Maybe just ring your neighbor's doorbell and just, let them know how you feel.
Get beat up.
I don't know.
Just be like, hey, would you mind, just kind of like keeping the music down, please. It's a little ironic, a little funny because it's a black guy telling a white person. Can you keep it down?
Yeah, man, can you keep it down?
Police will be there in 10 minutes.
And they lesbians too, so I just man.
Oh, they lesbians? Oh man.
I mean, if you keep it cool with them, man, like why couldn't they just like be a little more respectful? I feel.
Yeah, man, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, man. Golly.
Yeah, just let them know, like
Maybe they want you to look at them.
No, they don't.
Maybe they want you to hear it. Maybe they just got married. They put the music on to disguise what they got going on over there.
Now you gonna make me go listen? Look, put my hair on the wall.
So right now, okay, Cortez is not going to charge you for that right now, for that advice. Is there anything that you would like, Mr. Cortez? Because it's very good. He's good at solving problems.
Say what?
I don't know
right
about
now,
that,
is there
man.
any issues in your life right now that Mr. Cortez could help you with?
No, I'm a problem solver, so.
Yeah.
Oh, so what was your advice?
I just don't give a damn.
I
just keep it moving.
So
keep it moving,
you should
baby,
knock on the lesbian doors?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's well within his right?
Lesbian like black guys.
They do. I don't. Is that in the book?
I ain't trying to get no babies. Mike.
What up?
You see that delayed answer respond? That let me know that you fade into the wind.
Mike, when your eyes is closed right now, I can tell by the way you sound.
Man, I ain't that old. I got another good 20 minutes to fall out.
20 minutes. 20 minutes. Man,
20
about
minutes.
3, 4 o'clock in the morning, man.
Man.
I run a big route. Where can they find you?
You can find me at home on the couch. Also, I'm trying to pick back up my comics in the kitchen. And it's a struggle because, like, you got to get a crew.
Yeah.
And
it's a lot of work.
It is.
What
it's a lot of
do you
work.
do? You use your phone camera? You got a camera?
I use my phone, but if I don't cut on my Wi-Fi, my video's kind of crappy. So I did screw over with D the other day with not cutting on my Wi-Fi. But I'm past that now. But the whole concept is the thing is, like, try to put new comics on. Like, if you're out there and you want to be a part of the comics in the kitchen, just bring your meal because you could get to tell the story of yourself versus 3 or 4 or 5 minutes or whatever, where they hear your jokes, but you could kind of just be yourself on camera. Yes, and I will not harass you sexually, but I am sexual natured.
Everybody I see you on your show, you harass sexually.
I'm sexual natured, so like that's my humor. So most of the time, you would have to probably know me if you want to come into my kitchen.
Coming over there with sweats with nothing on under.
No, I mean, Imdad is bringing his wife, so I mean, it's all
It's
about
about to be a girl fight.
No, I don't. I'm not sexual advanced. I'm not sexual assault. I'm harassment. There we go. I'm no Cardi B. Ain't robbing people.
Yo, check it out. Ronnie's gonna catch a charge in like 6 months or a year or something.
So they can find you on Instagram, all that.
Yeah, what's your handles, Ronnie?
I am Ronnie Banks on Instagram and LaRonda Banks or Ronnie Raw Banks on Facebook.
So you got 2-3 pages.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, Jorge, where can they find you, sir?
Yeah, on Facebook, you can find me at Jorge Cortez, JorgeCortez. That's a pretty common name. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to type that in, and then you're going to want to put El Paso, Texas after. And it's going to be a picture of me as a small child with my grandfather. We're eating pie, okay? That's the one you want to click.
What kind of pie?
Pumpkin.
Oh.
And then on Instagram, it's Jorge_Cortez91. And then I believe Twitter, it's JCortez011 or something like that. But I'm not on Twitter too much. It's not really my deal, but, you know, I'm out there.
They let you get real nasty on Twitter. I've seen it all.
Yeah.
That's why I stay on there.
What about you, Jay? Where can they find you?
Man, you can find me at every neighborhood corner store selling dime bags of Reggie.
Hey.
Oh, man.
But I'm Jay Liggins on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm Cool J _92. Twitter, Cool J _23. And yeah, that's me. Look for me.
Michael Bowers, where can they find you?
Sleep.
Same thing, man. This is Michael Bowers on Facebook, but for the most part, you can't find me. I'll find you, and I'll be at a comedy place near you sometime soon.
Are we friends, Mike, on Facebook? Have you found me after this interview?
Can I plug a few things real quick?
Sure. Yeah. Plug away.
Yeah, check me out at Hyenas Comedy Club in Fort Worth, April 4th through the 6th. It's 425 Commerce Street, Fort Worth, Texas, 76102. Hit me up for more details. Reach me on Facebook. Next weekend, the 11th through the 13th, I'm going to be at Dallas Hyenas Comedy Club. And then the 18th through the 20th, I'm going to be in Plano, Hyenas Comedy Club. The 27th, I'm going to be in Greenville, Texas. So,
you working?
I'm out here trying to get it. So, you know, follow me, add me, ask me what's going on, and I'll let you know.
That's what's up. And I'm Rhino Mike. You can find me at LNA Comedy on Instagram, Facebook. On Facebook, Rhino Mike the Son, and on the Jay and LNA Show on Instagram.
And on that note, we gone.
Until next week.
All right, Mike.
I know that the game's still the same. The only thing that changes is the room. Me, Queen, Mike, and Rhino Mike each and every Wednesday night from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. in the Great Bowl. You'll be able to hear funny conversations, banging music, and everything else that you want to hear each and every Wednesday night from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. in the Great Bowl.
On FishbowlRadioNetwork.com. Jump in.
I mean, you know, oh crap, let me do this. See, we still going through stuff, so.
Hello, you beautiful melanated people, ladies and gents, sun-kissed by God's lips. The Black Tea Sip is on Fishbowl Radio Network every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is Coy, and I'm still sipping power to pour the truth, and you can join me every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Let's share and examine